Okay, great. And it's great to see you all too. All right, we are going to start down on our mat and we're going to start with some cat and cow. It is cold outside today. This is 45 minutes of Pilates. Thank you guys for joining. Join me down on your mats. And I never typically say this. I'm going to get my little prop out here. I have a Pilates ball and now it's stuck. What the heck is going on? I just want to mention that, oh my goodness, what is going on with this? Here I am making a mess. All right. I just want to mention this because I have this Pilates ball, and you guys are more than welcome to use something like this, whether it's a pillow or a ball. I always want you guys to modify to make sure the front of your neck feels okay. We do a lot of head lifting in this class, and let me turn up my brightness here. And I just want you guys to make sure that you're never stressing or straining the front of your neck. So if you ever need to, you can always use a proper pillow. I also highly recommend, because a lot of this is like training for strength, maybe raising up the head for a little bit and then resting it down when you need to, when you really feel the strain in the front, because the last thing you want to do is hurt the front of our neck or strain it. So alternate according to what feels best for your body. Know when to push, but know when to pull back. Let's get started. Let's start down in tabletop position in neutral spine to start, and we're just going to drop the belly down. But when we do this movement, we're going to start the movement with the tailbone. So as I drop the belly down and then press the belly button up towards the ceiling, then the movement initiates with my tailbone here. And as we're in our cat position or our C curve, this is dual meaning here. In yoga, this would be cat. In Pilates, this is, in fact, our C curve. I'm really thinking about wrapping the pelvis forward and up, and then pressing my belly button up towards my spine, really trying to lengthen out my lower back here. Inhale, drop the belly down. Inhale through the nose, and then exhale through the mouth like you're trying to fill up a balloon with air. Really doming up through the shoulders and the lower belly. Inhale, drop the belly down. And then exhale, breathing out the air. Inhale, drop the belly down. And then exhale. And you can stay with me here if you want to, or you can go at your own pace, whatever feels best for you. Inhale and exhale. And one more inhale and exhale. Bringing the spine back to neutral. This time we're going to do kind of like wagging our tail, where I'm moving my shoulders towards my hips and my hips towards my shoulders. Just moving my spine in side to side flexion and extension. And the only reason, and we're doing this right now, is because I just want you guys to have a warm spine and a warm torso as we go through today's practice. Sit your hips all the way back. Sit back into child's pose. And in child's pose, I want you guys to have your knees together unless it's uncomfortable. When your knees are together in child's pose, you're working on stretching out your lower back, which is what we want to focus on when we're doing Pilates, really lengthening and opening up that lower back area. Coming back up into tabletop position, we're going to take our right leg forward to open up the hips a little bit. So right leg is going to come forward. Hands will come to both sides of the front foot. I also want you guys to make sure that we're trying to create a 90-degree angle from the knee to the ankle right up to the knee. So if you ever find that when you step forward, your knee is shooting way over your foot, I want you to make an adjustment to make sure you have that alignment, because we want to protect the knee joint here, and it should be stacked right over the ankle. Hands to both sides. And if you need a little extra support or anything, you can also use a prop here. We're going to walk our hands back, hamstring stretch. Let's send that up to the side, hamstring stretch, and then walk yourself forward again, allowing the hips to drop down to the floor. 2 more times forward and back. Walk yourself back, really strengthening or lengthening out the hamstring here. Walk yourself forward. And 1 more time, walking yourself back. And then exhale, walk yourself forward. Nice job. Hands come to the inside of the front foot, and we're going to swing the leg to the back. Hands are going to come to the other side, and we're going to swing the opposite leg forward. And make sure, again, that knee is stacked right over the ankle. Hands to both sides of that front foot. Walking your hands back, hamstring stretch. Holy moly. Walk your hands forward, allowing gravity to do its job here. Allow the hips to sink down. Walk yourself back. Ooh, 1 more time in each direction. I know sometimes I can really tell when my hamstrings, calves are angry with me. Walk it back. 1 more time, walk it forward. Nice job, guys. Hands are going to come to the side or the inside of that front foot. We're going to curl the back toe under. Watch me here for a second. And we're going to use the back foot to bring it underneath us to come to a seated position. coming all the way down. We're going to start with some leg circles and in fact go into a pre-teaser. So hands are going to come behind the legs here. We're actually just going to manipulate the spine for a second and do a couple cat and cow from here. Let me take off my sweatshirt. I know it's cold and I want to keep this on, but I also want you guys to see my torso as I do this. So sitting up nice and tall to start. So my waist here, I'm gonna really think about arching through my lower back, and then I'm gonna C-curve. Inhale, rock the pelvis forward like cow, and then exhale, sinking back like cat pose. Really pressing the belly button toward the spine. Inhale, rock the pelvis forward, and then exhale, rock it back. 2 more times. Inhale, rock forward, and then exhale, rock back. 1 more time. Inhale, rock forward, and then exhale, rock back. Nice job, guys. Take your hands down behind your knees and then round, articulating down through the spine as you come all the way down. Bring your knees into your chest. Hug the knees in, rock side to side, massage the lower back on the floor. Plant your feet down, and we're going to extend one leg up toward the ceiling. We're going to go right into leg circles. So you guys can keep the knee bent here, extended, or you can turn the leg out. So the inside of the inner thigh is now facing me. And we're going to cross the leg towards the inside or towards the bent leg, send it all the way down, and then raise it up like a straight line. So it's like the reverse shape of a capital D. Cross it towards the bent leg and then raise it up. Here we go. Cross it over and then raise, trying to keep the pelvis nice and still here. We don't want to move this at all. We're going to pick up the tempo for 8. Here we go. Here's 8 and 7. And use a little red Corvette to keep it going. 4 and 3 and 2. Don't let the powerhouse move. Don't let the hips move. Last one. Let's reverse it. Down, cross, and up. Down, cross, and up. And when we're doing this, guys, we want to make sure that the powerhouse also stays nice and in control. Last one. We're going to take the leg up, grab on behind the hamstring, calf muscle, or the ankle. I'm sorry if my internet's a little glitchy today. I think it's just because of everything that's going on outside. Roll the top ankle out. Roll the top ankle opposite direction. We're going to send the leg long. And so our legs are going to come together here. I want you guys to squeeze the inner thighs. We're going to zip up our legs. We're going to take our hands behind our legs, and you can extend the bottom leg out a little bit more. You can lengthen it out here. We're going to round up through the spine, coming up to seated. If you need to, you can keep the right leg bent, or you can have it fully extended. Here we go. We're going to walk it all the way back down, articulating down through the spine. 3 more times. Here we go, guys. Draw the chin to the chest, articulate up. Try not to use momentum here. Walk it down. 2 more. Inhale, round up through the spine, walk it up. This time I want the hands to come all the way up to the ankle, and then we're going to bring the hands back down. We're going to do one more. One more time. Walk it up. Take the hand to the calf, to the ankle of the extended leg. Find a stretch here for a second. If you need to, you can slightly bend the knee. We're going to take a stretch. We're going to take a twist. So the right leg is extended. My left hand's going to grab onto my right ankle, and my right hand's going to reach to the back. Finding a twist here for a 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw the right hand back. Right hand grabs on, left hand reaches to the back. Hold it here for 4, 3, 2. Nice job. Hand comes back. Walk yourself all the way back down. Bring the knees into the chest. Hug the knees in. Rock side to side. We're going to do the other side. When you're ready, plant your feet down, extend the left leg up towards the ceiling, hands come behind the hamstring, calf muscle, or the ankle. Gently pull that leg towards you for a second, feeling that hamstring stretch in the back. All right, let's go into our leg circles. So the knee can be bent or fully extended, or the leg can be turned out. We're gonna cross towards the bent leg, send it all the way down, and then raise it straight up. Here we go. Let's take the next couple really nice and slow. Hips stay still here. Powerhouse stays nice and strong. That lower back stays planted down on the mat. 1 more time slow. Give me 1 more slow. Let's use the music. Now we're going to pick up the tempo for 8 here. Here's 8 and 7 And 6, 5, 4, and 3, 2. Last one. Let's reverse it. So the leg goes all the way down, crosses towards the inside or towards the bent leg. 4 more. 3, 2. Last one. Nice job. Grab on behind the hamstring, calf muscle, or the ankle. Gently pull the leg back towards you just for a second, and then we're going to go into our teaser. The legs are going to come together. Inner legs or inner thighs are zipped up. Knees are right touching each other. This supporting leg, you can extend the foot a little bit. Curl the head up, draw the chin to the chest, and then walk yourself up to the teaser, to climbing a tree. Let's walk our hands back down. We have 3 more. Inhale, round it up through the spine, articulating as you come up, and then articulating as you come right back down. This time as we roll up, we're going to draw our hands towards our ankle. So take your hands to your calf muscles first, and then reach towards your ankle, holding it here for 4, 3, 2. Nice job, guys, walking all the way back down. And one more time, when you're ready, draw the chin to the chest, articulate up through the spine. Hands are going to come all the way to the ankle. We're going to grab on with our right hand first, reach the left hand to the back. Either side is fine because we're going to do both. Left hand comes back, right hand reaches all the way to the back, finding your twist. Right hand comes back. Nice job, guys, walking yourself all the way back down. Bring the knees into the chest, rock yourself side to side, massage the lower back, extend the legs up toward the ceiling, hands come behind the hamstrings with momentum, but it is one piece of steel. We're going to rock ourselves up to a seated position. We're going to do the roll up. So modification here for the roll up, the feet can stay planted or you can extend your legs fully out in front of you. It's up to you. If your legs are going to be extended, the true roll up is done with the legs zipped up together, but I need space for my lower back. And wherever you're working with your legs, it's totally fine, because we're going to build strength wherever we are. So if your feet are planted, plant your feet. Now, if your legs are extended, I want you to think about flexing your feet and drawing your toes back towards your shins. Hands are going to be outstretched in front of us. We're going to start articulation with our hips first, and we're going to roll down through the spine for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach it back, and then reach the hands forward. Draw the chin to the chest and then articulate up through the spine. And we're going to dive forward for 3, 2, and 1. Come back up to seated. Take a pause for me for a second. So I know I don't have one here. Kind of like, I don't know what happened to this ball, but it kind of reminds me of Wilson in that movie with Tom Hanks. I don't know if you guys remember that. I don't know what happened, but I want you to imagine this is one of the Bosu balls at the gym, those really big ones. And it's sitting in front of me. And when I reach up to do my pulses forward, I'm really still articulating through my pelvis and my lower back. And I'm really still trying to find my seat curve as I round and pulse forward and pulse over. Because there's a difference between, I really want you guys to see this and hear this. There's a difference between pulsing forward without C curving and then pulsing forward with your C curve. Because we're still lengthening out that lower back. It's such a small shift, but it makes such a huge difference. Okay, guys, here we go. 3 more. If your feet are planted, plant those feet, reach the hands forward. As we roll down, I want you to also think about reaching the fingertips in the feet in opposition from the spine. So I'm reaching my legs and arms long, reach it back overhead. And reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling, draw the chin to the chest, articulate up through the spine. Here we go. Diving over that Bosu ball pose. 3, 2, 1. Come back up to seated. Here we go. Round down. Pelvis starts first. As you round down, keep the rib cage planted down here. As you reach the hands back and up overhead, reach chin to the chest. Here we go. Pose. 3, 2, 1. Sitting up. One more time. Let me shift it forward. Here we go. Round down. 3, 2, 1. Reach it back for 3 and 2. Reach it forward for 2. Articulate up. Here we go. Pose. 3, 2, 1. Come back up to seated. Now we're just going to seated forward fold. Reach all the way up and over. The hands can come to the shins, behind the calves, the ankles, the toes, whatever feels best. Nice job, guys. We're going to go into the series of 5. So plant your feet down here for me. Take your hands behind your legs, walk yourself all the way down, bring your knees into your chest. We're going to go into the single leg stretch. I'm going to start with my left leg. You can start with whatever leg you want. We want to make sure, as the majority of exercises in Pilates, we're keeping the legs on the inside of the frame of the body. So my right knee is bent. My left hand is going to come to the inside of my right knee. And the reason for this, because if I brought my right hand to my right knee could come all the way out to the side. So in order to keep it on the inside of the frame of the body, I want to keep it crossing, if that makes sense. So left hand's going to come to the top of the knee, right hand comes to the ankle. I'm going to pull the knee into the chest, pull, and switch, pull, and switch, pull, and switch, pull, and switch, pull, and switch. Last one. Pause it here. Lower the head and neck down if you haven't already. Okay, guys, I just want to say one more thing as we continue. As you draw the knee into the chest, and I want to demonstrate this from the front. So I want you to pretend like I'm on my back here. As I pull my knee into my chest, my arms are wide. I'm holding them out almost like a ballerina would as she brings her hands down, except my hands are connecting with my legs. And every single time I pull in, I'm working on activating my biceps and my chest muscles. So there's a lot happening with the upper body here as well with the series of 5 and the majority of Pilates exercises. I'm engaging, and every single time I pull into my shin, I'm working on lifting up my upper body towards my leg to gain more strength in my powerhouse. So there's a lot going on here with the arms and the torso. All right, we're gonna do the straight leg stretch. Single leg stretch again. So come down onto your mat if you're not already there. Left hand to the top of the right knee, pull, and stretch, pull, and stretch. Here's 8, on 7, on 6, keeping that lower back on the mat. So we got our arms going, we got our torso going, we're stretching out our lower back, but also keeping it planted. And every single time I reach my legs out, I'm actually trying to reach to something. I want you to imagine like you're trying to reach towards something across the room. Last 2, and last 1. Lower the head and neck down for a second, look left and right to release the neck. We're going to do the double leg stretch. So we're going to reach the arms and legs out in opposition, trying to create this beautiful bowl shape from our toes to our fingertips. Swoop the arms around and pull the knees into the chest. Here I am with those rounded arms again. I pull the knees into the chest to stretch out my lower back. Again, reach in opposition, swoop the arms around, pull. Reach in opposition, swoop the arms around, pull. Reach the arms around, swoop it around, pull. And reach, inhale, exhale, sweep around, pull. Inhale, reach, exhale, inhale, and double exhale here. 2 more, inhale, reach, exhale, pull. 1 more, inhale, exhale, sweep, pull. Lower the head and neck down, look left and right, release the neck, rock side to side for a second. We're gonna extend the right leg up, knee can stay bent, extended or kind of turned out. Left leg reaches in opposition. We're going to do our scissor kick. Legs work at the same time. Hands come behind the hamstring, calf, or the ankle. Same thing. Pull. My arms. Take a pause for a sec. As we do this, my arms are still rounded. Every single time I pull my ankle down, I'm engaging my biceps, my chest muscles, and I'm also working on, as I pull, raising up my upper body a little bit more to get more strength in my powerhouse. You guys got this. Let's go. Extend that right leg up, pull, and switch. Pull, and switch. Pull, and switch. The legs stay on the inside of the frame of the body. And every time I pull, I'm working on my flexibility in my hamstrings and my calf muscles. Let's do 8 more. Here's 8. And I'm keeping that lower back planted on the mat as I do this. Here's 4, and 3, and 2, and last one. Nice job. Bring the knees into the chest. Look left to right if you have to. We're going to take our hands underneath our hips to support our lower back here. Extend your legs up. Legs are going to be glued together no matter where they are. Knees bent, fully extended, or feet open like a book where the heels are together and the toes are apart. We're going to lower it down for 2 and then raise it up for 2. So just like in when we were creating that beautiful bowl shape, I want you guys to feel like as you are raising your legs up, I'm using my lower abs to scoop in and raise my legs up. Take a pause for me for a second. It's so hard to describe this, and I wish I had somebody laying next to me so I could demonstrate. I want you to pretend these are someone's legs. They're laying down on the mat as if I would be. The legs are shooting up towards the ceiling. As they lower the legs down and then raise them back up, I'm lifting my legs up to help my legs come up. So I'm lowering down and then reaching my feet so long and up that I can really focus on engaging my lower abs and scooping in and up as I raise my legs up. Here we go, guys. Let's do 6. There's so much of a thorough explanation for every single one of these exercises. 6 more. Here we go. Lower down. And then reach the legs, scoop the lower abs in and up, lower down. Exhale as you raise. Inhale. And exhale. 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. And raise. 1 more. And raise it up. Nice job. Bring the knees into the chest. Hug the knees in, rock side to side. Release your neck if you have to. Next one, hands are going to come behind the head. I'm threading my hands. My thumbs are going down the sides of my neck for my bicycles, where I'm going to reach my shoulder towards my knee. Instead of reaching my elbow towards my knee, I'm reaching my shoulder towards my knee. Let's switch and switch. Here's 8. And 7. And 6. And 5. 4, 3, 2, last one. Nice job. Lower everything down, hug the knees into the chest. Beautiful, beautiful. We're going to take the hands to the tops of the knees and we're just going to draw some circles in one direction and then circle opposite direction, dropping the knees down and all the way back up. Nice job, guys. Extend the legs up toward the ceiling. Hands come behind the hamstrings. With momentum, we're going to rock up as one piece of steel. You can keep the feet planted here or extend the legs long. Hands are going to come out to the side. If the legs are extended, flex the feet here. Draw the toes back towards your shins. So much that, I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'm flexing my feet, but my heels are almost raised off my mat because I'm flexing my legs and engaging my quads here. Hands out to the side. We're going to twist and twist, come back to center, and then twist and twist. Twist, twist, looking over that back hand. Twist and twist. One more time each side, twist and twist. One more time, twist and twist, come back to center. Okay, take a pause for a second. So I'm gonna show you guys this one more time. As I twist and twist, this leg is reaching longer than this one. And that's what I want to try to avoid. So as you guys are twisting, I want you guys to think that this part of the body is going to stay exactly where it is. So there's no movement. So the twisting happens just in the spine. It's really easy for this stuff to start happening as we're twisting. We want to keep those hips, sit bones right where they are on the mat. Here we go. We're going to do 8 more altogether. Here we go. Twist, 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 twist. And twist, twist. It's so difficult to not let that happen. 3, 2, last one. Nice job. Hands are going to come down by our side. We're going to plant the feet down. We're going to do rolling like a ball. Shift your hips towards your heels here. Hands are going to come in front of, they're going to wrap around to the front of the ankles. I'm going to rock myself back to my sit bones, and my tiptoes are just on the floor, but I'm really in a balance here. I'm pressing my shins into my hands and my hands right back into my shins, and I'm trying to create that cat pose with my spine here, my seat curve. And I just want you guys to hold the balance here just for a second. I can't help myself from dancing to this song. Okay, so just find your balance, and if and when you're ready, if you want to, you can roll back towards your shoulders, and then roll back up to find your balance. We have 4 more altogether. You can just work on your balance here if you want to, or you can roll it down and then roll it back up, finding your balance. Here we go. As you roll down, I really want you to think about articulating through the spine. My sports bra is killing me today on this hard floor. 2 more. Here we go. And roll it up 1 more time. Articulate down and articulate back up, finding your balance. Yes, for 3, 2, and 1. Extend your legs long out in front of you. Reach your hands up towards the ceiling. Dive forward, seated forward fold. Let's stretch it out for a second. Nice job, guys. Nice job, nice job. We're gonna come up to seated. We're gonna take our legs and swing them underneath us, and we're gonna come into a tabletop position here. And then hands are gonna be shooting straight forward, and we're gonna come all the way down onto our mat for single leg kick and double leg kick. I want you guys to come up onto your elbows, make a fist with one of your hands, and then take your opposite hand and wrap it around. The legs are gonna be shooting down towards the bottom of our mat, and I'm lifted up through my torso here. I'm really engaging my powerhouse. I'm gonna flex and point and lower down. Flex and point and lower. Flex, point and lower. Flex, point. Give me 1 more time each side. Flex, point and lower. Flex, point and lower. Take a pause for a second. Okay, so if your powerhouse isn't engaged, you're not going to feel the maximum you can in your hamstrings here and your glutes. So just so you guys can see it 1 more time, I'm not letting my belly hang down here. I'm really keeping it lifted and dropping my tailbone down as much as possible. Meet me here now. We're going to do 4 more times each. Here we go. Flex, point, and lower. Flex, point, and lower. And when your powerhouse is lifted, you should feel this engagement in your hamstrings and your glutes. Give me 1 more time each side. Flex, point, and lower. Flex, point, and lower. Lower the tummy down, hands underneath the shoulders, press all the way back into child's pose. Nice job, guys. We're gonna come forward again and do the double leg kick. Shifting forward, so we're gonna do a descending push-up here. Really reach hands long, and you may need to slide them a little bit further out in front of you to come all the way down onto your mat again. One side of your face is gonna drop down, one hand comes to the back, the other hand's gonna grab onto 3 fingers. I'm gonna flex, 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 drop my feet down, and then lift my upper body up. Feet stay planted down, and then drop to the other side of my face. Elbows come all the way down. Here we go. Flex, flex, flex. Feet come down, raise up, lift up, and then lower it down. I want you guys to engage the powerhouse here. Flex, flex, flex. So my belly isn't dropping down into the floor. I'm really keeping my powerhouse engaged. Drop it, lower it down. Here we go. Flex, flex, flex. 2 more times each side. Raise it up and lower. Here we go. Flex, flex, flex. Raise it up and lower. Flex, flex, flex. Exhale. Inhale, drop down. Exhale, flex, flex, flex. Raise up and hold. 1 more time. Lower all the way down. Here we go. Flex, flex, flex. Raise it all the way up. This time you can release the hands. Raise up the legs. Holding for 3. Keep the head and neck in line with the spine here. 2 and 1. Nice job. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Press back, child's pose for a little piece of heaven. Nice job, guys. Coming up into tabletop. Shift yourself towards the center of your mat. Cross the legs behind you. Come down to a seated position. And we're going to try for our open leg rocker, adjust our balance. So shift your feet towards, shift your hips towards your feet. And this time our binds for our ankles is going to be thumb to the front, fingers to the back. So unlike rolling like a ball, where we're just taking the hand around the front, my thumb wraps to the front and my pinky wraps to the back of my ankle here. And this is how I'm grabbing on. This is how I'm keeping contact. If you guys want to, you can reach so you can have a little bit better of a grip by just shifting your socks and pants if you want to. So to prepare thumbs wrap to the front, pinkies wrap to the back, and just like rolling like a ball, shift yourself back. Your knees can be about hip width apart. So my knees aren't super close. They're out on a diagonal. I'm going to raise one leg up. And as I do, I'm pressing my ankle into my hand. So I'm creating this elongated feeling here. And I'm really pressing my ankle into my hand and then lower it back down. And I'm also in my C curve here, raise the opposite leg up. Feel the stretch in the hamstring here. Lower it back down one more time each side, guys. Raise it up, sitting up nice and tall. I'm really rocking my pelvis back, finding my C curve. One more time, raise it up. And now our goal here is to raise both legs up and then with control, lower it back down. Do we have 3 more in us? Yes, we do. Here we go. Raise it up. And then lower it back down with control. 2 more times. Here we go. Raise it up. And then lower it back down. 1 more time. Raise it up. Finding your balance. Hold it for 4. And 3. And 2. Lower it down. Nice job. We are going to raise our shins up parallel to the ceiling. My hands are going to come behind my knees here. My knees are about hip width apart. I'm C-curving through my spine. And we're going to do a modified open leg rocker by rolling up and finding our balance. Really think about pressing the backs of the knees here, guys, into the hands. And again, we're creating that beautiful ballet arms as they swoop in and down. The hands are supported by the backs of the knees and vice versa. So I'm still working on my biceps and my chest as I do this. Okay, here we go. When you're ready, let's do 4 more all together. Round down through the spine, articulate down and come up, find your balance. 3 more, inhale, exhale, round up. Inhale, come down, exhale, 1 more, inhale, exhale, come up, find your balance for 3, 2, on 1. Extend your legs long out in front of you. Reach your hands up towards the ceiling, reach all the way up and over, seated forward fold. Feel your stretch here. Well-deserved stretch. And we're going to go into side plank and side kick series. Let me just check the time really quick. All right, great. Oh, Siri thought I was talking to her. Okay. All right. Okay, guys, let's come down onto the side of our body. We're going to line, actually to start, I want your knees to be shooting towards the front side of your mat. We're going to come down onto our elbow. Or you can come to your wrist. It's up to you. Either one. We're going to do a side plank here with control. So the knees are bent, but the legs are kind of extended here. You can come down to your forearm. The opposite hand's going to come down to the top of the knee. And all we're going to do is we're going to lift up, pressing into our feet. If you need to, you can keep one shin on your mat and then with control, lower it back down. If you want more and you want to come up to your hand, I'll demonstrate. Here we go. Let's do it all together. Wherever you are, raise it up and then with control, lower it back down. We're going to do 1 more on this side and switch to the other. Raise it up and then lower it back down with control. Nice job. We'll do the other side in just a second after our side kick series. So we are going to line our body up with the back half of our mat. If you guys need to, for modification, you can draw the shins parallel to the front, or you can extend your feet towards the front corner of your mat. Arm positions are here, or here, or here, all the way down. If you guys are going to be up on your forearm though, I want you to think about really reaching the top. So watch my torso here. I'm either here, my feet are definitely not at the same height, but if I'm reaching my leg long, my top leg long, it lifts me up and allows me to engage in my obliques and my powerhouse a little bit more. So if you're here, I want you to think about really reaching the top leg long. Feet are going to be parallel. Flex the top foot. We're going to raise it up and then lower it down. Also, the hips are stacked here. So give me 4 more. We are not going to be able to raise our leg up very high. Give me 2 more. And last one. I'm going to shift down to my elbow. We're going to kick it forward and then reach the leg to the back. Kick, and then reach. 6 more. Kick, and reach. Kick, and reach. We're not letting this powerhouse move. Kick, and reach. And 1 more. Kick, and reach it to the back. Hold the leg there, flex the foot, and we're gonna pulse it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Nice job. Bring the tops of the feet together. We're going to turn the top leg out so the knee is trying to face the ceiling, and we're going to flex it up and then flex it down. I'm sorry, we're going to point the foot up and then flex it down. This time our legs are turned out, so we're going to have more range of motion here. Give me 4 more. Point and then flex. And on your flex down, we're really thinking about squeezing the inner thighs and the glutes. Point and flex. 2 more. Point and flex. Last one. Point and flex. We're going to do hot potato. Tap 3 times and then lift. Tap 3 times and lift. Tap 3 times and lift. Tap and lift. 1, 2, 3. Lift. 1, 2, 3. Lift. 1, 2, 3. Lift. Last time. 1, 2, 3. Lift. Nice job. Lower the leg down. Take the hand, wrap it around the top ankle. Drop the foot right in front of your hips. And then raise up the top leg and flex your foot. We're going to pulse it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's do clamshells. So if you're not already there, draw the shins to the top, to parallel to the front of your mat. We're going to open and close the knees. Here we go. For 8 and 7, 6. And I want you guys to keep your hips right where they are. So there's a strong tendency for the hips to rock back towards the back of your mat. But I want you to keep them really parallel. The only thing that's happening here is we're lifting the leg towards the back. Last one for this type. Raise up the toes up towards the ceiling. 8 more. 8, 7. So this right hand is here for support. 6, 5. It never takes very long to feel this. 3, 2. Give me a thumbs up if you guys can feel this. Yes, we're going to add on. Raise and extend, toes together, knees together. Knees open, extend the top leg, toes together, knees together. 6 more. 4 more, 4 more. Yes, you can. Here's 4. 3. Holy moly. 2. Last one. Nice job. Nice job. Lower all the way down. Massage your top hip. Take a moment here. Massage your top hip. We're going to come up and we're going to take our hands behind our legs and use this as an opportunity to shift into a teaser position, and then with control, lower it back down, shifting onto the other side. Sorry guys. So we can do our side plank to start. So forearm can be down, one shin can be planted for support, legs can be extended, however you see fit. Top hand's gonna come to the top of the knee and we're gonna raise it up with control, feeling nice and long, elongated here, and with control, lowering the hips back down. 2 more, here we go, raise it up. Each movement, as we come up and we lower it down, it's all done with control. From the powerhouse, feeling nice and long, nice and tall, and then lowering it back down. Nice job. And we're firing up these obliques to assist us in all this sideline work. So line up the body with the back half of the mat. Modification, you can take the bottom leg and place the shin parallel to the front, and the working leg will go to the front corner, or you can take both legs to the front corner. I'm going to come down to my elbow to start. Raising up the top leg, hip height, reaching the leg long. We're going to raise it up and lower it down. This left hand or the opposite hand can be right in the front of your torso for support. Give me 4 more here. 3, 2, and 1. Double kicks to the front, and we're going to extend it to the back. Kick, kick, and then reach it to the back. Not letting the powerhouse move here. 6 more. Kick, kick, and then reach, kick, kick. And we have our Poses upcoming. Here's 3, and reach, and 2, and reach. Last one. Swing the leg to the back. Keep the foot flexed. We're going to pulse it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. And now we're going to go into our legs are going to be turned out. Bring the feet together. Bring the knees together. Turn the top leg out so the top leg is facing the ceiling. You're trying. Point the foot up and then flex the leg down. Here we go. Point and learn. Squeeze. Point and squeeze. Point and squeeze. Here's 4 and 3. We're going into our hot potato. 2. Nice job. Tap 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Lift. 1, 2, 3. Lift. And this is one of the only times in Pilates where we use momentum. So I want you to use momentum here to draw the leg up. Lift. 2 more times each way. Lift. 1, 2, 3. Lift. 1, 2, 3. Lift. Last time. 1, 2, 3. Inner thighs. Grab onto the top leg. Drop the foot in front of the hips of the torso. Raise up the bottom leg. Flex the foot. I want you to reach long through the bottom foot here. So it's not just enough to raise up the leg. I'm really reaching long, like I'm trying to reach for something across the room. 4 more. 4, 3. Yes, guys. 2. Clam. Draw the shins parallel to the front of your mat. This is the last thing. We have 2 more things after the side kick series, if we have time. Give me 3 more here. Here's 3. Really keep those hips stacked right where they are. 2. And last one. Draw the toes up towards the ceiling. 8 more. 8. 7. I want to fix myself. 6. 5. 3. Nice job, guys. 2. Stay in it. Stay in it. Here we go. We're going to raise it up and then extend the leg, toes together, knees together. Here's 7. And 6. And 5. 4. 3. It's so surprising how effective these are. 2. Effective toning, strengthening. Last one. Yes, lower the legs all the way down. Massage your hip for a second. And we're going to do the seal. We're going to come up to the mermaid and then we're going to do the seal to finish up. Or you know what? Maybe we'll do the boomerang. I'm not sure. Okay. Coming up to a seated position. Knees can be staggered here. In traditional Pilates, they're really stacked over one another. My hand grabs onto my top ankle. But I want you guys to be comfortable here with your hips because I know this position itself is a little bit awkward, but I'm sitting on my right hip to start. My right hand reaches up towards the ceiling and then I reach up and over. Keep your ear connected or close to your bicep here. Don't let your head fall away. So this moves as one piece. Reach top hand all the way up and over. Drop the forearm down to the floor and then reach the top hand all the way up and over. Feel the stretch from the fingertips all the way down into the internal obliques here. External oblique. With momentum here, guys, come back up to seated. 1 more time each way, raise it up. I do have a slight obsession with the 70s disco music, so I do play it quite a bit. I just think it's the best. You can't not be in a good mood and listen to music like this. Okay, we're going to come up with momentum. Hands are going to come behind us. 1 more opportunity for a teaser to raise the legs up and then transition over to the other side. Really using that powerhouse. Bring the legs down with control. We take advantage of every single time you move, guys. Raise the left hand up, reach up and over. Reach all the way up and over. Forearm comes down, reach up and over. Feel the stretch. With momentum, draw yourself back up. Left hand reaches up or opposite of whatever you just did. Reach up and over. Last time, reach all the way up and over. Nice job. Come all the way back up. And we are going to finish with our seal. So I'm going to turn to face the top of our mat. My hips are going to shift towards my heels again. And my hands this time are going to come between or underneath my legs and wrap around to the front. And I'm going to rock myself back onto my tiptoes to find my balance, finding my C curve or cat position in yoga. Coming up, finding your balance first. We're going to C curve down through the spine and rock it back. And then rock back up to find our balance. But when we do this, we're going to clap the feet together 3 times, rock all the way down and back, clap together 3 times, and rock up, find your balance. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and rock back. 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3, and back. 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3, and back. 1, 2, 3, and up. One more time. 1, 2, 3, and back. 1, 2, 3. Come up, find your balance. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Lower the legs down, turn to face me. We're going to take 3 deep inhales and exhales to finish up. Nice job, guys. Here we go. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands back down. 2 more times. Inhale, reach up. Inhale, exhale, hands back down. And 1 more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good job. Thank you. And I hope to see you all next week. Thank you so much. I hope you can dig yourselves out of the snow today and everything's okay. Thank you, Karen.
Thank you.
Thank you.